What is going on, beautiful people? I am Lee Hammock, the diagnosed self-aware narcissist known as mental illness, and welcome to another episode of A Narcissist Explains. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about the multiple love bombing phases that could happen in a toxic relationship with a narcissistic person. Stay tuned, like, and subscribe for more. So yes, to me, there could be more than one love bombing episode or phase in a toxic relationship with a narcissistic person. And if you're new here, I'm a narcissist. I actually have narcissistic personality disorder. Typically, love bombing happens at the beginning of a relationship where that narcissistic person is giving you everything that you ever wanted and asked for, everything that you prayed for. But eventually, that wears off. And then you go to the devaluation stage where they start to take the love away, and then the discard stage where they get rid of the love and then sometimes get rid of you. But sometimes, if that narcissistic person isn't ready to get rid of you, they will keep you around. If you try to leave them, here comes the love bombing. Here comes the giving you everything that you wanted and needed again. It's not as big of a love bomb as the beginning. I call it a love pop. It's like a little love pop. But because they can turn it on like that, should show you that it's manipulation, y'all. Seriously. Because when you try to walk out the door, all of a sudden they want to give you everything you've been asking for, which shows you that they knew how to make you happy the whole time. They were just choosing not to do it. They didn't think you would leave. Yeah, welcome back, y'all. So if you don't know, I'm recording this video in Sydney, Australia, but I'm in the air right now because I know I'm gonna be super jet lagged when I get home. I'm not gonna be able to do those videos. So if you can read the text on the screen, it says, "Can love bombing happen several times?" Yes. If you're new here, the love bombing or idealization phase that people deal with in a toxic relationship happens when you get the narcissistic person becomes the person that they need to be to get you. They do what they need to do to get you to fall in love with them. They say what they need to say to you in order to get you to fall for them, to be with them, and things like that. They become the person you've been praying for, the person that you've been searching for and asking for and begging for. They become that person, the person you've been praying for. Instead of the person when you get down on your hands and knees and you pray to God for a person. But this is the trick right here, y'all. This is the trick right here. When you get down on your hands and knees and you pray that God sends you, your mate, sends you your Adam or your Eve. You know what I mean? When you're praying, you got your eyes closed, right? You can't see. You don't realize that person coming in front of you, that person that pops up in your life, is rising from hell and not falling down from heaven. You just open your eyes and they're in front of you. You don't know where they came from. No, narcissists are not the devil, y'all. I'm just saying that to mess with y'all, because y'all kind of come in, we just leave, you're a devilish bastard, but we love you because you help us fight the other devils. You're the devil with the sword on, the sword of goodness. But seriously, love bombing happens when that person becomes who you need them to be, y'all. Honestly, narcissists show you who they can be, not who they really are. That's my thought. That's my thoughts on it right there. You know what I mean? So if you're dealing with narcissistic people, they want to love bomb you to get you to fall for them, to fall in love with them. You're just in a trance with them now. You're just head over heels in love with this person. Typically, love bombing happens quickly. They bombard you with love. It's not like love like grenades. It's not like love grenades, not love hand grenades. It's a love atomic bomb that drops on you from overhead and blows up your damn world. You just woo, the radiation from this toxic bomb that just dropped on you. You were in love with this person. You know what I mean? That happens at the beginning. But once the love bombing phase wears off, once the idealization phase ends, then you end up in the dynamic where you have they start to devalue you. They start to treat you badly and they become who they are. It's not that they're treating you badly because they don't care about you no more. So they look at you differently, but they become who they actually are. They get tired of holding up the facade of doing things to make you happy. What about me? You know what I mean? What about my happiness? That's the mindset of a lot of narcissists. What about my happiness? What about the things that make me happy? It used to make me happy to make you happy, but now it doesn't make me as happy anymore. So I don't do it anymore. You see what I'm saying? So they start to devalue you and take away that love. But sometimes, if you decide to try to leave that person, if you decide to break up with them or discard them because they're devaluing you, here comes another love bombing phase. I call these love pops. Like little love pops. This might be a love hand grenade. It's not going to be a love atomic bomb where it blows your whole world up. It's going to be a little love hand grenade with the stuff that you've been asking them for months. It's going to be a love hand grenade with a trip to Sydney, Australia. It'll be a love hand grenade with a trip to Reidsville, North Carolina. You don't want to go to Reidsville. No, that's my hometown. It's going to be a love hand grenade with a shopping spree, a love hand grenade with some cheek clapping, a love hand grenade with whatever you've been asking them for and begging them for months or years. The little love hand grenade is going to go off. You see what I'm saying? It's not as massive. It's not as massive as as entrancing as the original love bombing phase, but it's enough to get you sucked back into the relationship dynamic. You know what I mean? It's enough to bring you back into the circle. It's enough to get you here with them. You know what I mean? That's how it goes right there. So when you're dealing with a narcissistic person, toxic person, whatever, that's the dynamic. That's what happens right there. You know what I mean? That's what happens. So you have to get to that point where you understand that this is who you're dealing with. This is the person, like I said, and it's just enough to keep you from leaving. Sometimes you still leave, you know, sometimes it's enough to get you to move back in. You know, it's a love grenade of going to marriage counseling or couples counseling. It's a love grenade of getting you to come, of themselves going to therapy or counseling for themselves. You see what I'm saying? It's a love grenade of them actually being emotionally available for a little while with the children. It's a love grenade of taking you out to dinner or whatever. Love bombing can happen multiple times, but it's just not going to be as intense as the original one was. You know what I mean? It's going to switch it up. It's going to change up and things of that nature. You know, so you get to that point where you understand it. This is how it's going to look, y'all. This is how, like I said, and this right here should show you that a lot of narcissists are extremely manipulative people. This right here, if this doesn't show you that a lot of narcissists are manipulative, because like the love grenade, they throw those without you even having to tell them what makes you happy. They already know how to make you happy, but they don't do it. You see what I'm saying? They already know what it takes to make you happy. They already know what it takes to get you to fall in love. They already know what it takes to make you smile, and they already know what it takes. You don't even have to ask them to throw those grenades. Now they're throwing them. You've been asking them for months and years to throw those grenades. But now that you're leaving, guess what? Here's some cheek clapping. Bend over. Let's go out to dinner. Boom, they're throwing grenades all around you. You see what I'm saying? They know what it takes to make you happy, but they were intentionally withholding those little grenades because they didn't think you were going to leave. They didn't think you possessed the strength to want to leave them because they felt like that love atomic bomb that they dropped on you. They felt like the fallout or the radiation would last a long time. You see what I'm saying? Just like the fallout from a real atomic bomb, the nuclear radiation lasts for an extremely long time afterwards. You know, the ground from the atomic bomb, the blast site, is uninhabitable for a long time. But with narcissists, they feel like that their radiation, that fallout from the love bombing is going to keep you around. You know, residual fallout, the residual, whatever, stuff from the atomic bomb. They think it's enough. But sooner or later, it wears off. And you're like, okay, I got a clear mind. I'm leaving. I started following Lee Hammock. I started following Lisa Tunney, Ben Taylor, Raw Motivations, Carrie McAvoy, PhD. You start following people like that. You know what I mean? How to Love a Battered Woman. You start following people like that and they woke you up and you're like, oh, damn, okay, cool. Here I go, But anyways, y'all, let me cut this thing short. I'm still in Sydney, Australia. I might go to the zoo. Thank y'all for tuning in. Like, I call this Sydney bear. I always buy like little bears and stuff like that for my bears and stuffed animals. I know it's not a bear, it's marsupial. For my kids, we're gonna call this Sydney bear. It's like a kangaroo, a little koala, and all this other stuff. Let's say that. But anyways, y'all, I'm super thankful for y'all for this opportunity. Check out the Self-Love Journal on Amazon. Thank y'all for tuning in. Like and subscribe for more. And as always, until this is out. Peace.